Hi, everyone. It's Tim Wood, broker owner here at SafeMoneyRetirement.com. Just want to have a real quick video talking about long-term care. It's a very important topic that a lot of people are worried about, as they should be, seeing as how the latest statistics show that about 70% of everyone is going to need long-term care at some point in their life. And I'm sure you've heard stories, and if you haven't, you can Google them. There's going to be a ton of them of people that have lost their life savings because of getting into a long-term care situation. I've got a personal family story that's going to be in my book that you can read about, where I had a family member that got Alzheimer's and we wound up having to sell everything, and because it was so expensive. So anyway, with long-term care, you've got a couple of options. Number one is a traditional long-term care plan. Now, this is really better if you are on the younger end, because you can get it at a reasonable rate and continue to pay. Now, the rates are going to go up, but if you get in, you're in. And basically, this policy is just like a traditional policy. You're going to pay a certain premium. And then if you ever qualify for a long-term care, being in a long-term care facility, or in some cases it can be home health, home facility, but basically that you qualify for long-term care, it's going to pay you X number of dollars for X number of days, or weeks, years, however long it is. And that's how it's going to work. Those are great. They're very expensive, especially if you're older. And the negative is, if you're older or if you have any health conditions, you may not qualify for them. So what options do you have if you are older or if you have some health conditions? Well, there's a couple of different options. Option number one is getting a life insurance policy with a long-term care rider. So basically, you're just qualifying for the life insurance policy, which is in most cases easier than qualifying for a traditional long-term care policy. But there is some still qualification with that life insurance policy. You've still got to qualify and go through underwriting and be able to pass all that in order to get the life insurance policy to have the long-term care rider attached to it. So that's option number one. Option number two, what if you're older? What if you've got really bad health? What if? There are options that you can get with annuity type products that have a long-term care benefit built into them. So that's another option. There are products out there that you can set up a guaranteed lifetime income, and that income can increase in a multiple, double, triple, quadruple, whatever, depending on the plan, whatever that monthly income is, if you ever get into a long-term care situation. Good thing about those, there is no medical pre-qualification at all. They don't do any checks whatsoever. And I've got a lot of people that are deciding to go that way because they can set up to where, hey, I'm going to get a regular income. That's great. And then if I ever get into a long-term care situation, that income can increase. So that is a benefit that can be, all those products don't have it, but if you get in a certain type of product, it does. Hopefully that answered your questions. Just make sure that you are prepared for whatever could come with long-term care.